Good morning. Welcome to day 7 of our reading, The Great Controversy, chapter 36, entitled The Impending Conflict. And then the great deceiver will persuade men that those who serve God are causing these evils. The class that have provoked the displeasure of heaven will charge all their troubles upon those whose obedience to God's commandment is a perpetual reproof to transgressors. It will be declared that men are offending God by the violation of the Sunday Sabbath, that this sin has brought calamities which will not cease until Sunday observance shall be strictly enforced, and that those who present the claims of the fourth commandment, thus destroying reverence for Sunday, are troublers of the people, preventing their restoration to divine favor and temporal prosperity. We are seeing in this paragraph where God is saying to us that the people who are obedient to all that God says will be the one blamed for the problems in this world, when in reality it is the other way around. When in reality it is the ones who have given up God's law for the dictates and the mandates and the laws of men. It is they who are causing the problems. It is they who are the reasons for all these calamities facing the earth and the world and mankind. We will be blamed. Remember, Jesus, when he walked this earth, he was the one being blamed for the problems. And the Pharisees and the scribes said that it is better one man perish than all the nation. God is going to have the same thing happening amongst his people, where those who are true and faithful and obedient to God's word will be persecuted in the last days by all the other imposters, all the other so-called Christian and so-called believers in Jesus Christ. The real ones will be forced into persecution. We're continuing. Thus, the accusation urged of old against the servants of God will be repeated and upon grounds equally well established. And it came to pass when Ahab saw Elijah that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy household, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou hast followed Baal. 1 Kings 18, 17 and 18. As the wrath of the people shall be excited by false charges, they will pursue a course towards God's ambassadors very similar to that which apostate Israel pursued towards Elijah. The miracle-working power manifested through spiritualism will exert its influence against those who choose to obey God rather than man. Communications from the spirits will declare that God has sent them to convince the rejectors of Sunday of their error, affirming that the laws of the land should be obeyed as the law of God. They will lament the great wickedness in the world and second the testimony of the religious teachers that a degraded state of morals is caused by the desecration of Sunday. Great will be the indignation excited against all who refuse to accept their testimony. Satan's policy in this final conflict with God's people is the same that he employed in the opening of the great controversy in heaven. He professed to be seeking to promote the stability of the divine government while secretly bending every effort to secure its overthrow. And the work which he was thus endeavoring to accomplish, he charged upon the loyal angels. The same policy of deception has marked the history of the Roman Church. It has professed to act as the vicegerent of heaven, while seeking to exalt itself above God and to change his laws. Under the rule of Rome, those who suffered death for their fidelity to the gospel were denounced as evildoers. They were declared to be in league with Satan, and every possible means was employed to cover them with reproach, to cause them to appear in the eyes of the people and even to themselves as the vilest of criminals. So it will be now. While Satan seeks to destroy those who honor God's law, he will cause them to be accused as lawbreakers as men who are dishonoring God and bringing judgments upon the world. God is going to call his people. He is going to call his people to make a stand, just like the 3 Hebrew boys who would have had to stand in the days of Nebuchadnezzar. We are to prepare and fortify our minds today, because very soon God's remnant, God's chosen people will all be placed in a position where they will have to stand up for truth or face persecution. May God bless us as we continue to read and as we continue to spend time in his holy books and the spirits of prophecy. May God bless us. Have a good day.